You cannot escape from death.
I recently decided to play Tekken 8 ranked again. And these past couple of days was very, very painful. It was brutal. I was live on stream, wanted to play some Tekken 8, and I had the bright idea, let's go in and ranked. What happened is I quickly got demoted, and I was like, oh, no big deal. You know, I'll bounce back, I'll recover, right? Got demoted again. And then after like 2-3 hours, that's when the panic sets in. That's when I start to stress out and I'm like, oh, this game sucks. I suck. I'm carried by Yoshimitsu, but how am I carried if I just got demoted 2 times? It was painful. It was brutal. Day 2, I lose more. I'm demoted all the way to blue ranks. And at this point, I'm thinking, like, has the skill ceiling increased? Like, while I've been playing in quick match, pressing buttons, have the rank inflation been dissipating? My mind was going crazy. And what I always think is so fascinating is whenever I play Tekken is when my videos are the worst. I make great videos when I don't play the game. It's crazy. But eventually, day number 3 comes along and I start to progress. I get out of blue ranks. I reach Tekken King again, and then I reach Tekken Emperor. The 4th day comes along and I finally hit Tekken God again. I don't know if there'll be a day 5 where I go back in and try to get Tekken God Supreme or whatever, but that's where we're at right now. My journey over the last like 4 days has been brutal. And when I looked at Twitter, I seen King J making this tweet about ranked, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is the perfect time for me to have a opinion on it, because, you know, I've just been in the rank grind like crazy, right? So King J says, still thinking the main contributor to Tekken 8 views being so low is the rank system, in my opinion. So first off, what he's referring to is Tekken 8 on Twitch. As you can see, Tekken 8 has 1.2 thousand viewers at the time of King J's screenshot, while Street Fighter 6 has 10,000. Dragon Ball Sparking has 8,000. If Sparking was in like the 50-60,000, it would make sense. It's like, okay, like, right? But the fact that Street Fighter is beating Dragon Ball and Street Fighter is consistently at 10,000, in my opinion, Tekken could do it too. It's just like they're not achieving their full power, is how I feel, right? So this is like where it's now. We're not even going to talk about Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat probably got like 500 people or something like that. It's crazy over there. But to continue with King J's tweet, it says they just need to go back to how Tekken 7 was. Most fighting game streams are usually ranked matches. Example, win 600 points, lose 600 points. If you wish to add a bit more, then fair, but not a whole 200 points. And so, like I said, I was just playing ranked, right? And this is something that was very frustrating, very frustrating. I would go on like 4 or 5 win streaks, and then I would get like 200 points, 300 points, 400 points, but then I would lose against like a Tekken God Supreme and lose 600 points. I understand they want you to gain less points than you win, than if you lose, because they want you to win a lot of matches to prove that you deserve the next rank, but it doesn't really come off that way. How it comes off is that you're wasting your time. When you beat 4 opponents and you lose 2 matches, and you know that's 6 matches in total, that's like an hour of gameplay. When all of that is erased, you really just feel like you're wasting your time, and you don't feel like the game is like trying to make you prove yourself. That's just how I feel. You guys may see it differently, but I really feel like playing ranked and winning the majority but still being in the same spot, or, and here's something that's really frustrating, always being on the verge of a demotion. I was playing ranked and I was like fighting so many different players who were all on the verge of a demotion. And this is because Tekken 8 does it differently from Tekken 7. Tekken 8 starts you off at the like kind of towards the end of the rank, where Tekken 7 started you off in the middle. So Tekken 7, you could lose like 3-4 matches before you're about to be demoted. In Tekken 8, if you lose 2 matches, you're on the verge of a demotion. And I just think like that, once again, is a problem, that everyone is always on the verge of a demotion. That's not good game design. But let's keep going. King J says, or something like that. Losing more points to a lower rank or higher rank needs to go. It still exists for someone that is a long supporting fan of the series. It's mentally draining to lose a consistent top 5, top 10 characters at the highest rank. So this is also something we could talk about, right? Is balance, how balance is affecting the matchups. And you know, I play Yoshimitsu, one of the most overpowered characters in the game right now. His combo damage was definitely carrying me. I won't allow you guys to say that anything else is carrying me with Yoshimitsu, because you know, my matches was brutal. But the one thing that and also my playstyle with Yoshimitsu is not very optimal. I don't do optimal mix-ups, optimal setups. I play like a enhanced version of my Tekken 7. Like, I still do Tekken 7 flowcharts, mix-ups, and everything. I haven't really learned any of the Yoshimitsu tech, which is why I think when they nerf Yoshimitsu, I probably will not suffer from it, because I don't even play Yoshimitsu optimally. But that's a different point. When you talk about, you know, being carried, I think the only thing that is carrying me with Yoshimitsu is his combo damage. Characters like a Zafina, like a Kazuya, or you know, whoever, right? They would launch me and they would do like 40% of my health, but then I'll get up and launch them, hop knee, down 4-2, whatever, and I would do like 70% of their health. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. His combo damage is insane, but also that is something that's affecting ranked as well. And see, here's the thing, right? There's multiple different versions of ranked that can be experienced. You have the beginner section with the green, orange, yellow, red area. That's one type of Tekken. And then you have the red, purple, and a little bit of the blue. That's another type of Tekken. And then you have the blue and Tekken King. That's one type of Tekken. And then you have the top, the Emperor, Tekken God, Supreme. And basically what I say when I say it's one type of Tekken, I basically means that there's different experiences being had there. At the top ranks, like Tekken Prowess matchmaking isn't really affecting you. But if you go to like the blue or red, Tekken Prowess matchmaking is very much affecting them. When you talk about overpowered characters, I don't think that's a conversation that can be had in the yellow ranks and, you know, orange ranks, because a lot of those guys don't even know optimal setups and optimal combos. They're still trying to learn the game. So you can't lose as someone who is learning the game and say, oh, I lost because this character. Like, you're still learning, right? So I just think in each category that I just, you know, said, there's different things that everyone is facing. And me being in that top section, going up against God of Destructions constantly, character balance is something that needs to be addressed, not just for Yoshimitsu, but for a lot of characters. I said it before and I'll say it again. Standing up at the wall is very difficult to do in this game. Characters can just hit you, pancake flip you over and over and over again, and you will have no option. There was many times where I felt like if I could just stand up, I can fight back, but they just hit you, and it's not even like, you know, you're being screwed or anything. It's like you try to tech roll and they do like a while standing 4 or like a it's weird. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, and that's tech that I didn't even learn. Yoshimitsu can do the same thing, stronger versions of it, but I didn't even learn it, right? Continuing with King J tweet. Tekken 8 is meant to bring a new audience, but I feel that the rank system made a lot of people want to drop the game. So players, content creators, streamers will go to the game and have more experience. Looking forward to a season 2. So on that last part, it is sad that a lot of people have to look forward to season 2 to fix this game. We want season 2 to be the saving grace, Superman coming from the sky, save you from the fire, but we have no guarantee that that will happen, right? Season 2 could be lackluster. Season 2 could be bad. We don't want it to be, but there is no guarantee that season 2 will be something better. I just want to say that. But going back to the part about how they want to bring in a new audience, it is like conflicting. They literally put a bunch of comeback mechanics everywhere in this game, but weaker players will be frustrated with how the ranking system operates. You may be able to cheap out someone who's better than you once or twice, but if you play 10 people who are better than you, those 10 people will keep you down. And when we talk about how the way that this game dishes out points, you'll never progress. So it is a lot of head scratching decisions that was made with rank, with the way that they dish out points, the balancing. And I'm not really trying to even like be negative. It's more so just like realizing the issue that's happening here and how season 2 needs to drastically change to make the experience just more pleasant. Going into ranked is very frustrating, and the developers need to understand why players feel that way. Don't just say everyone's being negative and write them all off, but really try to understand why people would rather watch Street Fighter 6 than Tekken 8. Tekken 8 was designed to be entertaining to watch, yet no one is watching it.